Anyway, where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
Like I said, I put everything in my pocket. Did you investigate the pine tree in the crime scene?
Huh? The pine tree? Oh yeah, there was a tree there.
This dagger was stuck in the back side of the pine tree. When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood of this dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Ah, were you even listening, old man? The first heard this confection this morning, just as I had taken the first sip of the 13th cup, the 8th cup? Coffee in the morning.
Did you say it was your 8 just a few minutes ago?
I think it was count. I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Excuse me. Furthermore, I ordered that a blood test be performed on it immediately.
You sure it's not got to? This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Oh god.
Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately.
It's a hidden dagger.
So we got it's the hidden dragon. Dragon.
Dragon? What? No, it's not right.
Anyways, it's added to the court record.
Okay.
Now then, the testimony we just heard had numerous unbelievable facts to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
For now.
Yes.
Cute girls never lie. Except for a certain bitch that we totally don't know who it is.
In any case, witness.
Even though I kind of already spoiled in the last fucking set, to ignore me from the past. Anyways, in any case,
witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
The battle between...
Wits.
Yes, sure. Yes, Your Honor.
Alright.
More testimony. The battle.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
The battle at the big bridge. Yes! Make it happen now. Well, there's a big bridge in between.
Okay, I'm done. Go. Let's not waste time.
Yes, a step. Wait, that's not the right song. That's fucking Final Fantasy 4. But then she dodged Mystic Evi's next attack and stole her weapon.
You sound like a man.
Okay, now we put that soundtrack. Suddenly, Mystic Evi was one on the offensive with her back to the stone lantern.
Okay.
That doesn't.
Oh god!
Ah, god damn it again! Why must you do this, game? Bread is not that bright. I mean, blood is not that bright. Bread can be that bright.
Anyways.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to throw the flying knife away, but then she collapsed.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a very heartbreaking story, although there was bright red on the screen.
Yes, that's exactly. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but I had been 17 since Mystic Maya's disappearance. Misty, I mean.
Yeah.
Not Maya, what I'm thinking. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable.
That seems unreasonable.
Now they will right. Proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, there's something wrong with this testimony.
Yes, there's definitely something wrong.
First, the battle is not on the big bridge.
Aww.
It's on the garden.
It's on the garden? No. Yeah, it is.
It was on the garden.
Yeah, you're right.
And second, it was not Final Fantasy 4 or 5.
Actually, it's 5. I don't know why we're doing the boss
anyway.
For Final Fantasy 4 for some reason.
Anyway.
That was the wrong soundtrack.
I think we need to press first.
No, we need to actually present something.
Oh, cool. Thank heavens.
Okay, go on.
No, this one. Okay. I think it's this one. It's the next one.
Yes, possibly.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic. Obviously, Maya never stabbed someone, really.
Well, okay, we don't have evidence for that. However, let's check our the autopsy report.
Here we go. At least autopsy report. Time 10:11 p.m. Cause loss of blood from stabbing back. And she said she stabbed like from the front.
Exactly so.
So this is a contradiction. There.
Baby! Yeah!
We're on the roll. Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
It's like we have an FAQ or something. Anyways, huh?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's wrong with about my testimony?
According to you,
2 + 2 = 4.
Maya
That's what you
Face,
said in your testimony, right?
Maya Face stabbed the victim, who had her back to the stone ladder, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. Excuse me. But according to the autopsy report,
And it's never wrong.
the
At
cause
that
of death
time-
was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back.
Ah,
This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front.
ta-ta-ta.
Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
I thought you were gonna say testicles for some reason. Oh god.
What? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Ray?
Oh god, that was disgusting. What the fuck am I thinking? Ah, it's simple.
I don't know what you were saying, but whatever.
I was thinking porn apparently. Anyways, people are like books. We have a whole. God.
We got a front.
Now I can't take it out of my mind.
We've all got a front and a back.
We have got all front in the back. God fucking damn it.
You get my drift.
Let you get my drift. God, Jesus Christ, Goldo.
Is that all you have to say? Yes!
Okay. I can also say the darkness loves to play with the human mind. God damn it!
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away useful staff, the people fighting Bay mother-daughter, and now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There certainly are some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just... If you ask me, you're just being too naive. With 2 dots on the E, because I love it. About the whole thing.
What do you mean?
Or I, whatever.
Yeah, I.
There's 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. Okay, that's important. But pick out each one requires a total concentration. Uses of all the senses. There's also really
Concentrating.
concentrating in what the witness actually said.
Prosecutor Godo, explain yourself!
The witness was quite ambiguous about her own
Ambiguities.
ambiguities and ambiguous words, yes, when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. A human needs one thing to see clearly, the moon. And that is light. Okay.
Light.
Light.
We need Sailor Moon.
Ikari. Well, the moon can be shiny, yes.
Yes.
By the way, did you know the inner temple has a rule that on the nights when the alcoholic is there training, there's a stone matter in the garden is to
Always be light.
is
Be
always
lit.
to be light.
Be lit. Actually.
Lit, whatever.
I did wonder what that stone ladder was there for. Well, if that's
Well, I'm pretty sure a stone matter needs to be lit or something.
true, well, if that's true, should the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
No. Normally, yes, Your Honor, but according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern.
Impossible.
Why? It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to be nearly pitch black in the garden at night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall. But that's all. I guess there was no full moon that day.
Mostly lightning.
Okay.
Oh god!
Lighting, I have coffee mug. Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away because I need to be punny about this. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see demons that work in the night. That's why humans are weak. And that's why I must talk slowly like this. How you doing, NS? Anyways, isn't that right? That's right.
No! You lose the internet! Order,
Wait,
order!
it's already over, right? Here you are, Honor. Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
Oh, so now we have the stone lantern. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
What's wrong, Your Honor? Was the flame too hot?
This lantern! There's something written on it! Why? It's written in blood! Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Written? In blood?
Ha! Hint, hint. Yeah.
Wink, nudge,
Wink,
nudge,
wink,
some
nudge,
mix.
nudge. We already discussed the blood part with
Okay, we're gonna
Godo.
fucking discuss that in a bit, though.
It says!
It's just not.
It says my upside down!
Around for some reason. What the? Oh yes, that's right.
You gotta mention it now?
After being cornered and stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She would have been writing on that stone left behind her, with blood that was draining on her body.
Huh.
That's weird.
It certainly looks that way.
Hang on, just a minute.
Go play Hang On then! Jeez.
What are you talking about?
Go play Hang On!
God, Jesus Christ.
There you go. Anyway, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are we all talking about?
Oh yeah, because you know you can always do the reference, not me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that. We're talking about the masses written in blood.
Nonsense, I say. I'm Godo, Tyler Mars. Distracted his screen as a whistle, as if whistles are not that quick.
Could it be? Ah! He can't see the bloody written at all? How did I think of it? He did say something to me yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can see everything.
There you go. So that's what he meant by that. There you go. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. Excuse me, I'm gonna go.
Wait, I just realized that. Does that mean that Kodo cannot read the orange letters when he appears in the game? Like comparing important evidence. Oh, damn, I can't read that. What the hell did you just say?
We now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Excuse me.
Ah, Jesus Christ, Dennis.
Whew. Well, Mr. Godo, anything further?
Can you stop coughing?
Well, Mr. Godo?
Oh, God. Okay, then. Let's move on.
Godo is literally shaking. And somehow, I don't think it's from caffeine overdose.
Oh, God. You turned immune to it at this point.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Duke's death was killed by my fate. That's just wrong!
Yeah, that's just obviously wrong.
Oh, geez,
Now
I'm
it's
sorry.
time to turn our attention to you. Yes, sir. After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We are all ears and goggles.
Read it.
Oh yeah, Sister Iris covered up. After Mystic Elvis died, I got out from Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the current interdiction. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across the Dusky Bridge. Then I used a snowmobile to carry it back to the Zakura temple.
Uh-huh. And? What?
I used the Senshishi to alter the way around
The wound.
way the wound looked.
Huh.
Okay.
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at the Zakura temple. I own a great deal of things to the Fake Land. But even so, I never imagined that Ibis Duxon was actually Mystic Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate. I believe you're looking for twist of fate, Your Honor. Ah.
I did return to the Inner Temple after taking care of the body. But you were spotted by the head nun, correct? Yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Okay then.
Yes, Your Honor. Do we have to present or do we have to press first?
Well, first was press.
Good.
Because I'm ready to press.
So we gotta press what?
Then there was something about the snowmobile there.
Oh. Because she said she used a she used a snowmobile.
That's true, but we still have something to question about that.
Oh, to carry the body. Is that it? Something,
yes.
Yeah, that's... I'm gonna press minus then.
I feel lazy.
The snowmobile? I knew that that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key.
That's the truth.
I used the snowmobile to travel towards Zukuba Temple to the ski bridge.
Yes, this is the part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details?
Yes, about the tracks.
Yes, because about snowmobile, we already know she drove it. So, about the tracks. If you really didn't move her, body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right? Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks. This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about
Well, if you're going from one place and then you have to go back.
That's what Felix explained, Jesus. Snow was still falling and I left as a group. And plus, we already know the reason.
Yeah, I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
And then, when the murder took place, it had already stopped.
Uh-huh.
That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
It's very important.
Yeah?
Of course it is.
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped? That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony. But, does it have something to do with the case? All will be made clear if you allow our statement to be added to the record.
All will be clear soon in the futures. Anyways, this should be fun.
Drink your coffee.
Take your coffee and shut up. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we? Got it? Got it? Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already...
Stop.
But... However...
The weather report says otherwise!
Exactly.
Where's the weather report? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Now, Eagle Mountain, snow, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Bloody sure to see. No, then I shall forget that.
Wait. Let me check something. Okay, it's not this testimony, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Go. Get out of there! I can't see the testimonies. It's not that testimony. Okay, go back. I dragged it behind me all the way across the Dusky Bridge, but if the snow already stopped by then it's a contradiction. We would have seen a fucking a pet. Anyways, present the weather report.
Weather data.
Yeah. Objection!
Objection, I say! You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred, but I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Because fire. That's the thing.
Lightning struck.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire, although it was fire Photoshop.
Yes. Anyways, what did you say? The bridge, it was on fire?
Dude, the Phoenix was a test. We witnessed the whole thing. You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
Suspicious! What? But it can't be.
It can. It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No! By the way, that was kind of cheesy, right? You might want to configure that.
Order! The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way she could have crossed the bridge, body or no body. With this, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Objection!
Great, Gono's gonna screw everything up.
The only person here that is truly
Compatible
is you. I am Gono. Old man.
Me? How dare you?
Whenever this witness lie or not doesn't mean a squat right now.
What?
Squat.
We're not in the army, you know.
You don't know squat about squatting. The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but
Whenever it was snowing or not. Snowing or whenever the bridge was burning or not. There are two facts that can be disputed, whatever. First, the body of Ibisuxen was discovered at the Azakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini, witness Iris
desecrating
or whatever body.
he makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right, I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night, so my memory's still somewhat hazy. Fuzzy, hazy, because
Yeah.
hazy is a better word.
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
Objection!
Objection, I'm good. It is only human to, if you're so perfect, right? Maybe you can explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge already burned down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
Ugh. Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burned out bridge. Unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth. It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean? In other words,
Coffee
I have a
shop.
coffee mug. You are in no position to suggest what this lady testimony is in truth.
Ah!
Heck. I am sleepy.
Alright then, with this, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.